For centuries, mankind has strived to conquer the sky. Attempting anything and everything through trial and, mostly, error. But it wasn't until the beginning of the 20th century that Orville and Wilbur Wright finally cracked the code, going down in history as aviation pioneers. On July 14th, 1911, less than a decade later, history was made yet again, when an aviator named Harry Atwood flew a Burgess-Wright Model F from his hometown of Boston to our nation's capital. This record-breaking flight of 576 miles ended with an unprecedented landing on the White House lawn, making it one of the most talked about events of the year. The plane he flew that day is the only remaining Burgess-Wright aircraft left in existence. The surviving parts are in a research facility called the Wright Experience, and they're waiting to be restored.
The airplane crashed in a swamp in Massachusetts. At that time, when there was an accident, it was customary for people to take souvenirs. A lot of that happened with this airplane. I basically found what was left 20 years ago, and since that time, we're better than 50% to restore, which is really remarkable for a 1911 airplane. I've been restoring airplanes for years, and I always wanted to restore a Wright aircraft. The Wright Experience was born out of a research project. And in the process, we started getting into what the Wright brothers were thinking and how they came about. We're presently working towards the restoration of the only existing Burgess-Wright left in the world. It is not just the restoration that is important. It's going to be a very educational exhibit for young people to understand and get interested, hopefully.
Aerospace always challenges man's knowledge. Aviation totally changed society and the world we live in today, and very much for the better. People don't realize the impact aviation has on everybody's lives. It affects the man in the street. Our economy would collapse without aviation and space today. Do something new in aerospace. You've got to do what's not been done before. All of that spins off into other industries and makes them more capable. This impact on society all began with the Wright Flyer. I think that understanding how it all began is very valuable. Those who ignore history condemn themselves to repeat it, so that looking back is very, very important in order to understand how you can project the future. Preserving the only surviving Burgess-Wright Flyer is huge.
Thanks to the foresight and genius of the Wright brothers, man's dream of conquering the sky has become a reality. Today, there are 500,000 people traveling by air at any given moment. The Wright Experience's goal is to remind people of where we came from by hanging this restored Model F Burgess-Wright in the historic terminal at Reagan National Airport.
I hope the average traveler, when he comes through and sees the displays, gets a new perspective of air travel and where it came from, how quickly it's advanced through the years, and how important it is to the way we live now.
If properly funded, the Model F will be restored to its former glory and will serve as an enduring symbol of progress and innovation. With your generous contributions, you can help bring this artifact of American history back to life, inspiring generations to come.